Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going through the endless rabbit hole of shit that I inherited with this property. So yesterday I kind of started going through and I was looking for some anti-seize and stuff that I needed. Couldn't find any, and I knew that I had a bunch. 3 bottles there. So started organizing over here, and I understand that that's not super organized, but it's a lot better than what it was. And I'm pulling out all of the carpentry tools out of this shop that was in here. They've been stored in here for a long time, and when I bought the property and the building and everything, they all got left behind. So mostly all this shit is mine. Stuff that I moved in. This pegboard was, so I rented the shop for 7 years and wasn't really allowed to touch anything that was left in here. It was, he wanted everything that he left behind left in here. So I've got this pegboard here to go through, and I don't even know what to do with some stuff. I mean, there's just, a lot of this stuff is from the 70s and 80s and stuff, and I mean, a lot of it's still new. I'll try to sell some of it on eBay. Started up an eBay account and been listing everything on there. I have all the old paint stuff I gotta take down. So this was a cabinet carpentry shop, mobile home repair. So I don't know anything about any of this, so I gotta take a lot of this down. I want to get rid of a lot of the storage. The storage that's specific to stuff. All these cabinets are full of stuff. I got all the carpentry tools down here. Some of it's still brand new in a box. Probably go on eBay. Everything else, I'm just gonna send out to the shed. This big table's pretty nice. We've been doing stuff, but it leaves, you know, it's kind of weird. It leaves an area back here. So it needs organized one of these days. Not sure how that's gonna go. My toolbox, and then I came over here and started organizing, pulling out the stuff that I know that I'll use: bushings, pipe fittings, hose clamps, cable protectors, metric, standard, plugs. And then I just got carried away and started digging in the back here. And there's just piles and piles of hardware and carpentry stuff. Some of it's obvious trash. Some tools, stuff I'll probably never use. Concrete anchors. Oh yeah, concrete anchor. Much more back there. Started pulling all the saw blades and everything off the wall, just because I don't really need that stuff in a mechanic shop. I want it away from here. We've got this, I guess that, I don't even know what these are called, combination saw. We do use that every once in a while. Believe it or not, I use wood for things in the mechanic shop, but this thing's kind of bulky, so we'll see where it ends up. Everything else is pretty much my mess. Pulled some tools out of there that I think that I'll use. And junk that I think I can put back and organize. And then, so there's actually a big, like 3 horsepower, massive industrial router, weighs a couple 100 pounds, I pulled out of here. And then a edger and planer I pulled out of here. I guess I'm just going to try to list those on Facebook and see if they'll sell. What else did we pull out of here? This old welder we probably don't need. But some of this stuff, man, it's hard to throw away. I guess I could just put it on Facebook and give it away, but I don't want a bunch of people coming over here either. I could shove it in storage. I have like 5,000 square foot of storage. Most of it's obvious junk. I mean, probably kind of hard to decipher anything on the camera. I actually happen to know what these are. There's somebody out there dying for there's a whole bucket of these. These are for mobile home rims. There's a big bucket of those. Probably hundreds and hundreds of saw blades. Most of them pretty decent shape. Some of them still new in the package. I guess we'll just shove those. Anything that's new in the package that I don't think I'll use, I'm going to shove on eBay. Other than that, man, I don't know. Lots of hardware. Here's some little square tubing plugs. Stuff I might use. Probably not. But the plan today and yesterday, I spent quite a long time yesterday, is just to get some of this stuff out of the shop. There's torch stuff up there, which I've got my own. Poly pipe I'll never use. Some clamps we have been using. They've been falling off the wall, so we'll send them to a different place. There's a big aluminum brake here. Not sure what to do with that. It's actually never bothered me. It's not in a bad place, but I'm gonna try to remove these tables and shove the sandblaster backwards. Probably remove the cabinet and start seeing what's in all these bins. Most are empty. It's good stuff to have, but man, it's just hard to organize. Literally 100,000 pieces of hardware. There's more stuff back under here. Keep in mind, I've been organizing this place and throwing things away and organizing and throwing things away and organizing for pretty much 7 years now. When I got this shop, it was full from front to back, side to side, all the way up to the ceiling of carpentry stuff, old hardware, boxes. So we actually just sold one of the boxes, or we're making a deal on one of these boxes, which is kind of a score. We'll see how it goes. So I looked up on eBay. There's a few of these for sale, and we're getting $1,700, or we got an offer for $1,700 of these computer boards. So they're all brand new, and they look like some industrial Honeywell brand new computer boards. There's 97 of them. They were selling for $1,600 a piece. So, and I know that sounds crazy, but there's only one to take, you know, $1,700 for the whole box. They're paying for shipping. Probably literally the only people that know what to do with these things, that know how to use them, how to get rid of them, where to sell them. So yeah, it's an extra free house payment to me. There's actually about 7 more of those boxes of used computer boards we'll end up having to take to scrap. I got an offer at 5 cents a pound. Not a lot, but it's trash to me. And yeah, we've been hauling 15-yard dumpsters of scrap aluminum, 15-yard dumpsters of scrap steel, which I don't get paid shit for. I wish I wouldn't have hauled the aluminum out of here. There was a lot of good aluminum, and we only got $68 for an entire dumpster full. A massive dumpster. If you watch my channel, you know which one I'm talking about. And none of this includes the houses that we've been going through. This is all just shop stuff. So we had 4 houses to go through. We've hauled 14 dumpsters out of here in the last month. So, but it's clearing up a lot of room. It's getting a lot nicer to work out of. I never had control of any of this, so it's nice to finally get control of the whole place and start getting it to work for me, getting it organized. It's obviously I don't have a lot of money to spend on organization. So all I can do right now is get rid of things and maybe buy one item to organize every now and then. So anyways, let's see how this goes. Start on this corner, just get a little bit done today, and it's Sunday, so back to reality, back to work tomorrow. But every weekend I'll just organize another little corner, another little bit, just to kind of show you my organizational problem everywhere else. So this is all stuff that I brought from my other shop recently. So I had 2 shops, we moved everything over here. So This is half maybe, or mostly all my mess here. Stuff we brought from the other property. So we still got to go through, organize it. And then let's roll around back. So these are the other computer boards here. And there's literally just boxes and boxes of them. So I guess those do have scrap value. We've got piles of old extension cords, probably all junk to me. And then we've got several of these boxes full of computer boards here. So, so I've been cleaning up a little bit here and there. Cleaned up a lot back here. We organized all the, like I said, this was a construction business. So we've got all the steel and roofing and all this stuff that we kind of went through and organized back here. We got about 1,000 steel studs here. I don't know if that's quite 1,000, but it's a frickin' lot. And then if you kind of want to get into the houses, I've got tours of these houses when I bought them. So this is stuff we haven't quite gone through yet. Don't know what to do with a lot of it. And there's thousands of pieces of sandpaper, bandsaw, exercise equipment, just shit for miles. So, a lot of junky stuff. Like I said, this place is 40, 50 years old. At least with that last owner. This house is actually from the 50s. It's one of the oldest houses in the area that I'm in. And we just been filling up this dumpster. One dumpster at a time. And hauling them out of here. Just a little bit at a time. Some went quicker than others. Literally just, we probably hauled 100,000 pounds of stuff out of here already. Cleared out the shed. Not a bad shed, but we got it all cleared out. It was almost 100% trash. So we got stuff like this, these big industrial valves. Probably has a lot of value if you could find the buyer. And then this thing was completely packed full. I think this shed can be remodeled and everything. It's actually not a bad shed. It just needs a lot of love. Probably been here longer than I've been alive. But it was pretty much 100% piled full. We got it all cleared out. And probably end up kind of remodeling it or something. So yeah, and winter's rolling up pretty quick. I don't know. I guess we could just start, I never even really thought about it, just start shoving stuff in that shed to get it out of the weather that I kind of want to keep in decent shape. So, an organizational nightmare. It's going to be wild. A lot of sweat equity is going to go into this place. Like I said, I got the place for a good deal, but oh, then again, when you start to think there's $100,000 worth of labor here and moving all this shit out, so I don't know. See how it goes. Well, here was underneath the benches. Lots of black widows around this shop I keep having to kill. Not bad, only one dead animal. Little frog. I gotta figure out what to do with all my wire. It's almost impossible to organize that stuff, but, or not impossible, just not worth all the work. Anyways, I'm gonna remove this shelf here. It's full of the hooks for the, what the hell are those called? The pegboards. That speaker doesn't work, so get rid of that, replace it one day. It sucks because I always gotta access this filter to empty out the dust and clean the filter and everything here. I wish they would have made that like a remote system. I guess I can one of these days, but Other than that, I don't know what to do with it. Climb behind it every time. Or scoot it out by hand. This thing's crazy heavy. So, alright, it's almost 9 o'clock. So, long day for me, but I am done. I know it doesn't look too well organized, but it is a massive amount better. So, got all my parts for vehicles that I'm working on. Flathead Ford, locker to a Toyota, Fox shocks, Deaver leaf springs, all the stuff going in. My generic kind of electrical stuff for now. Jacks, jack stands. I left the saw here for now. All the parts to this 70 GMC I'm working on. So all the stuff we're trying on that. Got the welder out from under there. Got everything cleaned up. Got that pedestal, I guess we'll call it, out from under there. So the benches are lower, but that's fine. Hoses, small gauge electrical, large gauge electrical. My rags. For now, we just put my solvent tank back here. And then I ended up using, so I've got all my standard hardware that I found, bolts and everything that I could dig out of here. Really random stuff. And then ended up just piling these full. So machine screws, random machine screws, plugs, which I don't have nearly enough. I used to have a lot more of those. Square tubing, round tubing, end caps, lag bolts, or lag screws, self tappers, wood screws, ferry head bolts and Allen head bolts, studs, carriage bolts, nails and long screws, pipe plugs, I guess, right? Thread. Fine thread bolts, L brackets or corner brackets, all my generic nuts, washers, large washers, small washers, bushings, pipe fittings, pretty much junk drawer, angle brackets, a few random things in there, and some metric bolts. So, got everything cleaned up, got the filter cleaned on that. It's been like a year since I've been able to get to it. And then I created this little gap so I can take my topside creeper, go in the back. So I've got my switches right here. I can actually come back here, clean out the filter without having to drag it out. Got all my window cleaned and everything. A new tear off put on there. So things working better than ever. It's a lot louder. I could hear that it's quite a bit louder than it was before. Speaker hasn't been hooked up for a long time. Apparently the wires fell off. Got it hooked back up. Got my heater gas back onto it. And got it going. And then have to decide what to do with this aluminum brake. So got a lot more room here to go up the stairs. So got a lot done. Maybe kind of a boring video, but kind of just showing the progression of this place. That's what a lot of these videos are about. So it's yeah, just ended up with a big disaster, pretty much a whole lot of organizational issues and everything like that. 40 years of clutter in this place. So just that one corner pretty much was a 10 or 12 hour day. Yeah. So I'm going to continue organizing all this stuff. And then come summer, I'm probably going to rip everything out of here and maybe do one kind of a remodel, a quick organizational thing, or not a quick one, a whole week or two long version of it. I got to figure out what to do with pegboard. Don't really need that in a mechanic shop too much, but figure out maybe what to hang on there, or maybe move stuff over there. Still have this whole wall I'll get to another day. And yeah, hopefully get a little bit of room. It's kind of hard working mechanicking. I've got 3 employees, and then my wife works with me, so we've got 5 people working out of 1,200 square foot. Now, of course, we have 8 outdoor bays, but come wintertime, those aren't going to work too much. So we can canvas these things in, and we've got wood stoves and stuff that we can put out there. It's really not too terribly cold majority of the time. I've got this whole long outside bay here, so it's not too bad majority of the time in the winter, but yeah, other times, which one guy works upstairs and I basically run around and get parts, so it's 2 people that really need the 1,200 square feet. Either way, organization is a big part. I spend most of my time, I'll bet I spend 20 hours a week, which I just burned up 10 of that today. But I probably spend 20 hours a week on just organizing and cleaning. So anyways, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, follow along. And there's still lots and lots of projects coming. Just trying to get this place running a little better than it has been. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.